When you are in a relationship, it's natural to hope that the person beside you is truly your match. Someone who understands you, respects you, and shares the same vision for life. But sometimes, no matter how much effort you put in, you may begin to sense that your partner is with the wrong person. Maybe even you. It can be heartbreaking to admit, but noticing the signs early can save you from years of pain, frustration, and unfulfilled expectations. Today, let's explore 10 signs that your partner may be with the wrong person. And through this reflection, you might gain insight into whether your relationship is genuinely aligned or whether it's time to rethink the future. One of the clearest signs is constant unhappiness. If your partner rarely seems joyful in the relationship, it may not be because of a bad day or temporary stress, but rather a deeper incompatibility. When every conversation feels heavy, arguments outweigh laughter, and your partner's smile becomes rare in your presence, it's often an indication that something isn't right. Happiness in a relationship doesn't mean perfection, but it does mean that overall, both people feel uplifted and nourished by each other's company. If that sense of joy is consistently missing, your partner may be realizing they are with someone who isn't truly right for them. Another sign is the lack of genuine communication. Communication is the backbone of every relationship. Yet when your partner seems distant, dismissive, or uninterested in meaningful conversations, it could be a red flag. If they avoid opening up, stop sharing their thoughts, or seem disengaged when you try to connect, it may signal that they don't feel understood or connected. Over time, this silence grows into emotional distance, leaving the relationship hollow. If your partner doesn't feel heard or seen, they might sense deep down that they are in the wrong relationship. A third sign is when your partner constantly compares you to others. If you often hear them talking about how other couples are happier, how someone else is more attractive, or how life with someone different might be easier, this is not just a case of idle imagination. Comparisons often reveal dissatisfaction. It shows that your partner isn't fully embracing you for who you are, but instead imagining what could be with someone else. When admiration is replaced with comparison, it's usually a sign that their heart is not fully in the relationship. The fourth sign is when they no longer make an effort. Relationships thrive on effort, small gestures of love, kindness, and intentionality that keep the bond alive. But if your partner stops trying, avoids date nights, doesn't celebrate milestones, or no longer invests energy into making you feel special, it could mean they've emotionally checked out. Love requires nurturing, and when your partner no longer bothers to tend to the relationship, it often means they're not truly aligned with you and might sense they're with the wrong person. A fifth sign is when your goals and values are not aligned. Even if the chemistry feels strong, relationships built on mismatched foundations struggle in the long run. If your partner dreams of a life completely different from yours, whether it's about career, family, lifestyle, or beliefs, and neither of you is willing to compromise, they may feel they are with the wrong person. Love can overcome many challenges, but fundamental differences in values and visions for the future are often the breaking point. The sixth sign is resentment that never seems to fade. Disagreements are normal, but when unresolved conflicts turn into lasting resentment, it poisons the relationship. If your partner holds grudges, brings up old mistakes repeatedly, or treats you with bitterness, it's a sign that forgiveness and healing haven't taken place. A partner who can't move past resentment often feels trapped, and deep down, they may sense they are with someone who isn't right for them. Another important sign is when intimacy fades away, not just physically, but emotionally. If your partner no longer seeks closeness, avoids physical touch, or seems uncomfortable with affection, it can point to a deeper disconnect. Intimacy is a reflection of trust and emotional connection, and when it disappears, it's usually because your partner no longer feels bonded in the way they should. A lack of intimacy often indicates that they feel mismatched in the relationship. The eighth sign is when your partner frequently fantasizes about being single or with someone else. If they talk about how much better life would be if they were free, or if they hint that other relationships would be more fulfilling, it's a clear signal of dissatisfaction. Daydreaming about being elsewhere is often an unconscious way of expressing that the current relationship doesn't feel right. The ninth sign is when your partner doesn't support your growth. Love should encourage you to evolve, chase your dreams, and become the best version of yourself. But if your partner discourages you, dismisses your ambitions, or makes you feel guilty for pursuing your passions, they may not be the right person for you. A partner who truly belongs in your life will celebrate your growth, not stand in the way of it. If they feel threatened or uninterested in your development, it reveals misalignment at the core of the relationship. Finally, the 10th sign is when your partner admits they feel unfulfilled. Sometimes the truth comes out in quiet confessions. Perhaps they say they feel lost, unsatisfied, or unsure if the relationship makes them happy. This honesty can be painful to hear, but it is also a gift because it reveals what they may have been feeling all along. If your partner themselves expresses doubt about whether they are with the right person, it's a strong indication that the relationship may not be meant to last. Recognizing these signs is not about placing blame, but about acknowledging reality. Sometimes two good people come together and still aren't meant for each other. It doesn't mean either of you failed. It simply means the connection isn't the right fit. What matters most is honesty, courage, and the willingness to face the truth. Staying in the wrong relationship only prolongs suffering for both sides, while letting go creates space for healing and for finding the love that truly resonates with your soul. If you see these signs in your relationship, it may be time to reflect deeply and ask yourself whether this is truly the love you deserve or whether it's time to release and move forward.